So this is the THERMOBALL Traction Booty. Yes, that is the name of those shoes. And if you're thinking and are interested in getting those, they come with a wide variety of different colors. A few things about this, and before you decide to actually get them, the plus and the minus, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we'll start first with the good. So definitely comfortable, they are great looking, and the best part about this, if you like to pack things and go to places, guess what? This is made for packing. Just go ahead, put this in your suitcase, and it's going to save a bunch of space, and you can go ahead and take this just about anywhere you actually like. Now the next thing about this that I do like about this is the price. The price is decent, the traction is pretty good, and it does keep your feet warm. It is great shoes for you to on the go. If you're going to places, going to your hotel, any other location in the house and so on, you want to have a pair of booties for you to use. The great thing about this is that a lot of times you just need something outside of your shoes that you can wear in the comfort of your own home, office, or just about anywhere else. Outside of going outside, that is. So those are great replacements for you. Here is the bad. And what I dislike about this, and why you should consider maybe a different brand, or maybe you still like it. So let me go ahead and tell you. So a few things about this that I don't like, and they're easily fixed if you understand what I mean. The first off is the size. The size is a little bit very small compared to the normal size. So if you are like me, you get a 9, you put your feet in here, it's really hard to stick them in. And it's not like really hard, it's more like uncomfy when you put them on. It becomes really right here, you're just running right into this surface. It seems like a little bit on the tight side, yet it's not tight enough for you not to fit in, making it really weird overall kind of a shoe. It should have been maybe 8.5, but there is no size in between. So if you go for a 10, it's going to be a little bit too large. Then you go for a 9, it's a little bit too tight. So you have to find a little bit on the difference. Which one should you get? Probably get both sizes and then decide which one you want. Now if you're going to be wearing this without socks, and I warn you not to do that, is that then your feet will fit right fine. It is just such a small minor difference that makes such a big difference when you put this on. So without socks, it's totally fine. You put the socks on, it becomes a little bit too large and a little bit on the uncomfortable size as well. Now the good thing about this being a little bit on the uncomfortable is that the material itself is going to expand a little bit over time. So with further use, you might actually stretch this over time as well. So just be sure what you're getting into. The second issue that I have with this is to do with the actual North Face label. I don't know who is the genius who decided to put 2 labels right inside this area right here. So as you put your feet in, if it is barefoot, if you are putting with socks on, you don't feel it. If you're putting your bare feet in, it's going to keep on rubbing into your foot, and it is extremely uncomfortable. Now let's go ahead and show you what I mean by extremely uncomfortable. It is right here. This whole entire design has this piece right there. There is no reason whatsoever to call this the THERMOBALL Eco right here, which is made with all-friendly eco material. But why would you stick this stupid label on the inside of this flap? It is super uncomfortable for you to put your feet in here. Now the solution to this is actually pretty simple. Go ahead and cut this off. But if you're cutting this off, you cannot return this. So keep this in mind. If you are going to keep this, then you can cut it off. If you're not keeping it, then don't cut this off and put up with this discomfort. Or if you actually want to keep this in there, I don't know why you would, and so on. The next issue I have with this is just the shape of this. It doesn't actually hold shape, and you can see right here it already broke. I just wore it once. as you can see, this thing is already moving right this, just a little bit off, which is really weird because I just put this in first time. Next thing is this. As you can see, this thing has this shape to this, and yet it seems to be messed up just a little bit as I go ahead and put it all combined. So regardless, it doesn't hold shape very well, and it actually ruins the style when it comes to the shoe itself. Other than that, there is a lot of traction over here too. The material itself is lip stop, that's what it's called. It's not the best of materials. And next thing is any other thing all combined is going to get a little bit dirty over here. So it is easily gets dirtied up, so keep this in mind as well. So if you are and you're thinking twice about the shoe and if you should actually get this, keep those small things in mind, because this shoe is alright, but it has some things that you may not like about. Whatever you do, it's forbidden to wear this with socks, and I'll show you why. First off, let's put this on, then put the second one in here as well, and now it's absolutely airtight right in here. So first thing first, if you're wearing those shoes, you're just forbidden to put socks on. The reason for that is quite simple. With socks, it's just a little bit on the tight side. Now they are stylish, they are good looking, and that is the plus for it. When it comes to comfort, they're comfortable as well. But there is two things about this. One, the barefoot feeling is totally different versus with the socks on. With the socks on, it's actually a little bit comfortable, but it's also a little bit tight as well. And that is a little bit on the plus or the negative side, depending on what you think about this. So if your feet are a little bit of big, go ahead and order a size a little bit up. If you're going to be using this without any socks on, then stay with your regular size. They'll give you a lot of comfort of movement, which is a good thing. They're comfy, they're cushy, which is good as well. The problem here is twofold. One, it is tight on the feet, especially with the socks on. Two, if you go ahead and take the socks off and go barefoot, the North Face has this tag in here, and it bugs you every single time you put this on. So the solution is quite simple. If you do decide to keep those, go and cut off those tags on both sides, and it's not going to bug you. Of course, make sure it fits. So those are the easy solutions to fix you. Other than that, this is an absolute heat sink. If you want your feet to get super heated, this is what you came for. They don't have any way to naturally get the heat out. So as it builds in, it builds and builds, and your feet are just going to sweat in those shoes. That being aside, it will come out. Right here, it comes out. The heat. That's how it vents itself out, naturally. It does have tracks on the bottom that makes it pretty non-slippery and slip resistant. It's comfy to wear inside the house, and it looks quite good. It breaks itself in. It breaks itself in quite fast. So for those of you who are thinking, should you get those shoes, you should definitely consider them. If you're on the fence and you're not sure, that's a whole different matter. So don't cut the tags yet, unless you're 100% sure you want to keep those. Let's go ahead and do a jump test here. They do have some traction, not too much. It's not really made for jumping, but it's not too bad as well. They are stylish, they're great looking. The price is decent. If you can get it on sale, it's even better. Great for everyday shoes inside the house, Slip-Ons. Not great for outside or just about anything else. And they look good too. Here is the front. You can see how it looks like, the bottoms. And the backs over here.